shoot. $13 ago.
You know what that means. Welcome back to another devlog. On this journey, I've learned so much, and I realized that my game was missing something very important to me, and I had to go find it. And I went on a journey.
Is it? It's right there.
You're not gonna believe what's in here. Nothing. I mean, it's literally nothing. So what I truly found out was I need gameplay. I need game loop. And guess what? I still don't have it. Well, sorta. I kind of have an idea where I'm going with this. But if you've ever seen the game Crab Champions, where you kind of just, you know, kill enemies and you're a crab, and then Dark Souls, like, or Elden Ring, you know, those two games, I want to put them together. So that's what I'm doing. Let's take it from the top. Also, did you know that 97% of you stinky butts aren't subscribed? And you could just hit that little subscribe button right now for me. Be a little kitten. Hit the subscribe button. Kitten. Meow. All right. I'll wrap it up. My first gameplay idea was actually to make it a tower defense, but I scrapped that idea because I didn't know if I liked it that much, but I might bring it back. I was also having some odd bugs with the AI attacking the tower. I don't know what that was all about exactly. Yeah, what is he doing there? I also taught myself how to set up air attacks, like air combos. I'm not sure what they're called, but they're pretty sick. They were pretty satisfying. I didn't keep them in the game though. I actually really enjoyed the idea of making it a defense game because it kind of brought me back to my days when I was a kid, back in school playing balloons, getting bullied because I'm a ginger. But I'm not doing that. Instead, I'm still trying to figure out if I want to use Elden Ring's difficulty or Crab Champion's difficulty, if I want to use intriguing fight combat, or if I want to do fast-paced combat, but in-depth bosses. So, you know, there's still a lot sitting on the table for me to decide. Oh, I also added this sick-ass sword. And if you also picked up in that video, I figured out how to set up enemy attacks. This was a huge feat for me, and I got the AI fixed a little bit more, but they're still wonky AF and need a lot of reworking, but they can finally attack the player. Finally. Even bigger news. I set up difficulty settings, and they actually work. And it was as simple as using enumerations. I'm so glad I used enumerations. They are so much easier than setting up 1,000 different branches of true or false. It's so much easier. I also set up these nice UI that I was very proud of. I just hopped in Photoshop, started grinding. I added 2 photos, changed some settings, added some text, and boom, I got that. If you can't tell right now, everything I'm kind of explaining is just everywhere. That's because overall, I'm learning everything at like the same pace. Everything I'm just taking full force, watching so many tutorials, just how to use Unreal Engine. I even taught myself how to use locomotion and how to switch my states. And I switch my states based on enumerations. So like if my sword is great sword, it changes my stance to a great sword stance instead. I also even set up these animations for custom swords, like great swords. I also managed to set up a level looper system. So whenever you go through your levels, it'll drop this teleport cube, pretty much after you kill all the enemies, and you'll click on it and you'll go to the next level. Levels will loop, kind of like Crab Champions if you ever played it, through different arenas. This has been an unreal experience. Majority of the bugs that I was having was actually killing me on the inside. I was having this bug where if I targeted my AI while it was chasing me, it would run away. Now, to me, who doesn't understand Unreal Engine, make sense, because that made no sense till I realized that your UI that you put above the head actually can block them from seeing you. On top of that bug, I had another one where sometimes random hits just wouldn't count on an enemy. It wouldn't register that it was being hit, and it made no sense because I was containing these hits in an array, a unique array. For those who don't know, an array is like where you store objects. So when you hit an enemy, it would store it inside. I would store it as a unique, so it was unique. And then if I wanted to hit it again, it couldn't have been stored during that line trace. It had to end the trace to clear the array of unique objects. Also, I had this stupid bug where if I kept swinging my sword, it would literally keep on multiplying the audio of the sword slash and become ear rape. Another bug I had last night, actually, I was trying to set the health depending on the difficulty. So I sat here for probably 3 hours trying to figure this out. It turns out I just had to switch one node on the sequence because I was calling the difficulty setting before the difficulty was even set.
You're kidding me. Oh my gosh.
You can hear in my voice the awe when I figured it out. So you're probably wondering, what is the future for this game? And my vision is Crab Champions, Elden Ring bosses, and roguelike. That's it. So yeah, that's it. There's a lot more I did, and there's a lot I didn't show, and there's a lot more I need to do. And I just hope you enjoyed this video, me describing the pain and the fun. Yeah, I'll see you all again in probably 2 weeks when I'm bald. I love you.
Things don't make you